Hi, I'm Liz.
I'm Chris.
And we are
Carnival Cruise Addicts. So today we're going to be talking about our recent trip on the Carnival Legend. So nice boat, actually just came out of dry dock. It is 88,500 tons, so one of the smaller one of the gross tonnage. 2,134 guest capacity, 963 feet or 3 football fields in length, and 930 crew on board. Speaking of dry dock, it was actually last dry docked in May of 2024, and they did some pretty good upgrades.
Yeah. So the first thing we really liked is the layout of the ship. We really love the Spirit class ship, which is a smaller ship, a lot more intimate. Some people say there's not enough spaces, but we actually find it to be quite nice because you run into people multiple times throughout the cruise ship.
It's got the glass elevators and the atrium, so it's the classic style that we enjoy.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that. The crew on this ship was absolutely amazing.
Out of this world.
Sometimes you feel like they put maybe trainees on smaller class ships, but we did not get the sense of that at all.
No, I mean, normally, there's a couple people you want to recognize when you get the survey, and our list was long this time.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of the crew, the Fun Squad and our CD at the time, which was Frankie, but they did a great job as well. Tons of activities, lots of trivia, lots of fun things that they did. They kept the crowd going during the dance parties.
Yep, the sail away party was amazing. You can't find a place to stand on the deck because there's so many people that want to participate. So they did a great job with that as well.
They did a great job. Yep.
Lido food was actually pretty good. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but it was consistently pretty good. The selection was, pretty standard, but the quality was good. I really enjoyed it this time around.
Yeah, and one of the cool things is they had multiple omelet stations throughout the ship. 4. Yeah, so it was, you didn't have to wait in this huge line for the omelets, and that was really, really convenient.
Yep. Speaking of Lido Deck and food, the deli was amazing. Pretty much everything they make is out of this world, and even though a lot of the sandwiches are pre-made, you can ask them to put stuff on, take stuff off. She gets the tuna salad sandwich, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we absolutely love the deli on that ship. Mm-hmm. Yep. The next thing we really liked was we don't see this on all the pizza places, but maybe they're doing it.
Don't tell anybody.
They have Caesar salad at the pizza place.
And it's amazing.
It was fresh and cold and delicious and made to order, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, and it comes up like that, so you want a nice, cold, refreshing salad. It was absolutely amazing. And when I say cold, I mean it was borderline frozen, and that's personally how I love my salad, ice cold.
Yep.
So it was very good.
Also on this ship, the bar staff throughout the ship at all the bars, they were great. They were friendly. They remembered your drinks. They remembered your names. We really felt that they went above and beyond.
Yeah, I mean, and that was literally all the bars, around the ship, even in the casino. The servers were amazing. We'll get to that.
Not in the casino. We'll get to that in a minute.
But the service and the bar staff there was out of this world.
Yep.
Elevators, very quick. They're not smart elevators, so most people know how to hit a button and go up and down. But yeah, again, not a lot of people on the ship, so they move very quickly.
Yeah. So in the casino, we'll get to it, but the servers that actually come serve you at the machine, they were great. Normally, I find on some of the ships, they're very slow, but they were super fast on this boat.
Yeah, and again, knowing your name, knowing your drink, they would just walk by, look at you, and go thumbs up. You thumb up, 10 seconds later, you got a drink. It's like, how did you get it that fast?
So speaking of the dry dock, they did have some really nice updates after dry dock, one of which was they changed the name of the steakhouse to branded Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse, which was great. And that's also in the whale tail funnel, which is in the see-through glass. So at night, it's pink looking in, and I really like that.
It's weird.
They also have updated Skybox bar to the Heroes Tribute Bar.
Yep, so it's not a sports bar anymore, the Skybox Sports Bar, it's the Heroes Tribute Bar.
Which is great.
Yeah, and all the military stuff, and that place was packed 24/7. That's where, was it Luis?
I think it was Luis. He was great.
Yeah, he was the server in there. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, even she likes the taller glasses when she gets her drink.
That's my straw.
He remembered that too. So it was just out of this world.
So now onto things we didn't like as much. The biggest thing, no casino bar. They ripped out the bar during dry dock, and now it's more slot machines in the cage, and that's a shame. But luckily the Heroes Bar is right next door, so we were able to go there. But we really enjoyed the casino bar, and that is no longer. And they're doing that a lot on these ships.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good gathering point, you know. So, I mean, obviously they're making more money on the slots than they are on the drinks, which I find surprising because, I mean, they put in maybe 10 slots. So, I don't know. We don't like when they take those out and leave them in there.
Yeah, so this might have been a fluke, but we actually did go to the Steakhouse, and it was disappointing.
It was.
It was disappointing. The food was not the same caliber of food that we're used to. So we're just assuming it's like a fluke time. We didn't go more than once. We're like, okay, we're not going to go again.
The service was horrid.
Yeah.
I mean, people were just kind of looking at us. The server's going, it's not my table, you take it. Not my table, you take it. Then one guy literally came over and went, what can I get for you? I'm like, oh, sorry, didn't mean to inconvenience you.
Yeah,
so I mean, that just ruined the experience right there.
Probably having a bad day,
Yeah.
so we'll just like chalk that off to a one-off.
Every other time's been amazing.
Yep. Also on the ship, the pizza was not as good as what we were used to. And again,
okay.
I don't know if that's just like something new they're doing, but they are making the pizza like cracker thin.
Yeah, and it was literally cracker crunchy.
Yeah.
So no flex. It was just odd. Yeah, it's like having a pizza on a saltine. If that makes sense.
It wasn't that bad, but it
was pretty close.
Again, it could have just been a fluke during the time we went, and so hopefully they will listen to feedback and improve it.
Maybe thinner, it cooks quicker. I don't know, but it doesn't taste as good.
So we had, we were lucky to get a suite on this cruise, and it had just come out of dry dock, or had been up through a dry dock, but it wasn't a deep dry dock because honestly, there was still rotting in our cabin bathroom.
Literally.
Like where moisture comes out of the bathroom, out of the shower. So that was a little disappointing.
Yeah, the frame was, the bottom couple inches was quite literally rotted off. You think that's something they would pick up during, a refurbish or a dry dock, but no. We had multiple lights out throughout the room, which we didn't complain about. And if you have that, you call housekeeping. They come out and fix it in a heartbeat. We did have an issue with the toilet, and they had it resolved in minutes, absolute minutes. So if you don't complain, or not complain, just let them know that something's out. Don't complain when you get off the ship like we are.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? But
we're not complaining.
It's just kind of stuff you would think maybe the room steward or somebody would look up and say, call maintenance, hey, there's lights out here and there. So I don't know. We're so busy cleaning the 87 cabins they have.
I mean, I think we're nitpicking at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
The last thing we'll just say, it wasn't all that windy. We did cruise in the winter, but they closed the upper decks and the outside deck 3 promenade. They closed those almost every day.
But yeah, they tried to do a towel animal folding demonstration on the Lido deck. It was hysterical. I think we had a video on that, didn't we?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't that windy, but it was windy enough that they closed everything off. And the outside promenade deck 3 is one of our favorite places on these ships.
Yeah. And they actually closed that quite a bit too, which is weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, but honestly, as far as the dislikes, we would cruise this ship
again
all day, every day. We love it. We love this class ship.
Yep.
It was a great cruise, so we highly recommend it, and we hope this helps, and we appreciate you watching.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.